Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. You already know who I am. I Slay Makeup coming on here. I'm just prepping my skin because I'm going to do another makeup look. And this video is about the essentials that you need for a flawless base for beginners. And we're going to do how to apply foundation, eyeshadow, lashes, how to set your face with the powders. So the first product that I'm using, this is a moisturizer, and this is by Biro, and it is a it's Biro New York, and it's a barrier moisturizer to keep it, to protect your skin, from the makeup, from the elements. We want our skin to look nice even under the makeup. So this is real good. It's a high-end product. So the next product I'm going to use is, I want to do my under eye cream. I'm going to put my under eye cream on. So the first part of this video will be skin prep. I can't stress enough about skin prepping, y'all. Y'all gotta prep y'all skin before you add your foundation. This will just have your concealer looking nice and smooth. I don't have to color correct my skin, which is a blessing. But you won't, if you have to color correct, this is the time that you can color correct and add your under eye cream if you have to color correct, but I don't. Now I'm going to add my primer. And this is Beauty for Certain primer. And what it's doing, I don't like that. Now it did some kind of something weird. That's because I added that moisturizer. So let me see what primer I'm going to use. I can't use the primer I want. So let me use my e.l.f. primer. Sometimes you experiment and it don't work out, you try something else. So I'm just going to use my e.l.f. primer. Alright, that looked better. So I use that moisturizer and the e.l.f. primer. This primer here is going to help the foundation last long. It will give the foundation something to stick to. So I won't try that no more, what I just did. Sometimes different primers act up. So I put on this moisturizer here and the e.l.f. primer. I wanted to use this one, but it started like breaking up and peeling. So we're going to sit that right there. Not saying it is a bad product. It just didn't sit right on my skin. So it's okay to experiment, but if a product don't sit right on your skin, honey, don't you use that. Use what works. So I'm going to continue to do my moisturizer and my e.l.f. primer. I'm not going to venture into another product. I try to use different products, new products, because a lot of people may say, oh, she used the same product. Honey, I'm going to use what worked for me. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. primer from now on to do my makeup looks. Unless I'm doing a different foundation as far as my maquillage. But this e.l.f. primer, she get me right all the time. So I'll be back and we're going to do the foundation. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm getting ready to do the foundation, and I'm using my e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. Guys, this is some good foundation. Sis, if you have not tried it, you need to try this foundation. So I'm going to tap into it and put it all over my brush like that, and then we're just going to start placing it where we want the coverage at. Make sure that you are using a dense, flat top foundation brush. Make sure it is a foundation brush like this. It's dense. See that? Dense. Don't swipe your makeup, your foundation. Press it into the skin. Just let it bounce off. Just like that. See that? And I'm going over my brows because I don't put concealer there. See how much is left on my hand? I'm just going to keep going. And then I'm going to use a sponge. Now, I will blend out my foundation. After I have blended it out with a brush, I will blend out some more for that airbrush look. And that these sponges here, it takes away too much of the product, which is okay for me with this method that I'm doing, because I want an airbrush look. And I'm just going over the foundation. Sorry for stopping y'all. My hair, okay, got in the way. I don't use a lot of foundation on my forehead. I'm going to go back in. And this is how to apply and blend using a beauty blender and a brush. I use the brush first. Make sure you get all around here, because you don't want people to see that you ain't blend out everything. Honey, blend your stuff out. And I'm using a beauty blender. Okay, we will be back and we're going to add contour. I will be right back. Smooches. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm getting ready to contour. Now normally I would just do my line, but because I'm going to be teaching you, you want to get an angled dense brush like this. I have so many contour brushes, but I'm using this one today. And I'm going to dab into my contour shade, and this is the Black Radiance foundation stick. I use a foundation stick to contour, y'all. You see how much is on, and then I just dab that off, and then we're just gonna start applying the contour. See that? Wait, I just lost a little bit. This hair is gonna get on my nerves. See the contour? That's how that's looking. So we'll be back and we're gonna do blush and cream concealer. Cream blush and concealer. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm getting ready to do the blush. And I am trying to decide what blush I want to use. I'm going to use affordable blush just because I use an affordable product. So we're going to use the Milani blushes, and I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do. Do I want to use Nude Kiss? I'm going to show you the shades. That's Nude Kiss. And this is a more, let's see, pinky color. See, it's more pink. So I think I'm going to go with, let me see what I want to do. They almost look alike. I'm going to go with this shade today. No, I'm going to use this one. So what you want to do is with your cream or liquid blushes, you want to add your blush before your concealer. And that's how much I have on there, but I'm going to tap some of that off. And I'm going to go to the highest point of my cheeks, like right here where my, right there where the end of my brow bone is, right here. I'm just going to put that blush right there. Above the contour. See that? Above that contour, but right here. So the blush goes at the highest point. See that? At the highest point to give you a lift. Look at that. It's a lift. It gives you a lift. So I'll be back and we're going to do the concealer. Okay guys, I am back. So now I'm getting ready to do the concealer part. So what the shade that I'm going to use first is going to be my skin tone first, and then I'm going to use my highlighter shade. So the shade that I'm using as my skin tone is from the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Toffee. And I'm just bringing this here for the lift. And then I'm going to put some here. And I'm going to use my sponge. And I'm going to pinch my sponge just like this. And then I'm going to start blending. Going down. And out. Remember, the blush is right there. So we're going to go right on top of that blush. Honey, look at that. Look. That is so pretty. Now that may look like a highlighter shade to you, but it's not. It's just because it is lighting. And I'm going to go over like this and blend out my Cupid's bow. And I'm using the ridge of this here beauty blender. So if you find something like this, you can use that, and you can just tap but pinch and go over right on top of your blush. Remember, I got to blend this part out. So we're going to go up and tap, tap, tap. And we're going to blend this out. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, now we're going to use a lighter concealer. Now this is my favorite. This is from e.l.f. I don't know the name of this shade, but this is a camo concealer. And this is going to be my highlighted area. And I'm going to highlight here. Right here. And here. See where I put it at? Right there. Now I'm going to pinch my sponge and tap down on it. Try to concentrate on one eye at a time so you can get that seamless blend. And go down. See that? Trust the process when you're doing makeup, sis. Squeeze your sponge and tap down. And go over. When I first started doing makeup, sis, I ain't know nothing about no concealing. All I knew was to put the foundation on, some lipstick, my lashes, and setting powder. I didn't even know about concealing under the eyes. I didn't do no contouring. But as I grown in my craft, I learned all that stuff on my own. From watching my baby girl. She was an awesome makeup artist, my Kayla. And my other daughters are wonderful makeup artists. My oldest and my baby girl. Alright. So that's how everything is looking. I wanted a bright under eye today. So I will be back to set everything. Okay, now we're going to set everything with powder. We're going to set our blush. We're going to set our contour. Everything with powder. Okay, this is how everything looks blended out. Okay, get into the skin. It's the skin for me. But if you're not sure about your blending, you can always go over everything. So let's just go over the contour. We're going to go over that blush. Remember, the blush was under the concealer, the highest point. Okay. All right, so we'll be back. Well, I will be back. I'm always talking like, you know what? It ain't nothing but the Holy Ghost with me, because God lives in me. So me and him, we gonna be back. Smooches. Okay, guys, I am back, and I'm getting ready to set my face with powder. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face with my setting spray, because I'm going to add powder. So don't drench your face with the setting spray yet. Just, to keep it hydrated, because we're getting ready to add powder. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face with my pressed powder from Black Radiance. It's a soft focus finishing powder. Soft focus, you see that? You want to always start off, before you do your loose powders, set your face with your pressed powder. And I'm going to just set my lids with some of that pressed powder, because I'm not going to do no eyeshadow, but I am going to do a white color on my in the corner. So I'm going to set this with pressed powder. You're not going to do no eyeshadow today. Alright. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I set my under eye. So let's set the under eye first. And then we're going to use loose powders, because I told y'all I will use them every now and then. So when you're doing your loose powders, and the loose powder I'm going to use for my under eye is this here Wet n Wild banana powder. Let me show y'all it. And it looks like this. And when you want to set your highlighted area with loose powder, use a pressed powder first. So I'm going to use my pressed powder, and y'all already know I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Honey. Yes. Or I may not use that, because I got my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. We're going to see. And we're tapping this powder under the under eye. And bringing it around. Set that Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to use another powder, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. See that? And with this, I already poured a little bit in there. Be careful with this powder, y'all, because it is messy. So I'm going to use my velour puff, and I'm going to switch it to the other side. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm teaching today. So I'm going to take just a little bit of this here powder. See that? And I'm going to tap that off. Now, when you doing this here loose powder, tap it off. Don't just start putting it on. So now I'm going to set this part. And this is in the shade Deep. Now, I'm brown skin, so I can use this powder. And I'm just setting the bottom part first. Now I'm going to set this. Almost finished. I like to clean up as I go, because my little stuff, this little section is so small. I can't wait to get a bigger vanity. So now, after I have set the under eyes, it's time to do the contouring part, well, bronzing part. So I'm going to set my face with the bronzer. And I'm going to use my favorite, my Juvia's Place Honey Wheat. Girl, I love Juvia's Place. That's the wrong brush. And I'm going to mix it. Y'all see I love it, right? I love it. I'm going to mix these two together because that contour was a little dark. So we're going to mix them. And I'm going to set the contour. With my bronzer. Now y'all know I love to contour my nose with bronzer, so I'm going to use my angle brush. And we're going to do the bronzer by use the bronzer to contour my nose. Lord, I can't talk this morning. I just think it looks nice to me. To each his own. Everybody have their way. But I think bronzer looks so much better to contour your nose. I don't do too much, just enough. Because I like my little nose, y'all. fix my brow right here, y'all. Look at her even. All right. Had to fix my brow. Okay, that's how everything is looking. So far, so good. Remember, we got to put that blush on. I ain't forget the blush. Let's bronze the forehead. That is coming out so pretty. And we're going to just use this here. Now we're going to do some blush. And I'm going to pop on my lashes off camera. I'm going to do the blush with you guys. And then we're going to come back. Well, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a lippy with y'all. As soon as I could get my brush that I need. Come on now. I'm going to use my Juvia's Place brush. Now we're going to set that cream blush, right? Gotta set everything. All of your cream and liquid products must be set with powder so it don't move. And remember, that blush go to the highest point. See that? Oh my God. That is so pretty. Bring it over some. Bring it over. That's so pretty. Ooh. The highest point. Because blush is used to give you a lift. You can contour with your blush. That's why we got to add extra stuff. You can't just put on foundation and don't add no bronzer, no blush. Just your foundation, your makeup gonna look bland. Just add some blush, honey. Let bronzer and blush just bless your life. And notice I didn't tap any back, my brush back into the blush. All I'm doing is just swirling, swirling, swirling and bringing it over. Yes, swirl and bring over. Ooh, that's so pretty. All right. Look at that. So I'm going to go pop on these lashes and I'll be right back, okay? Smooches. But get it to the face. Looking good. Okay, guys. I am back. And I added my lashes. And these are from the iSlay Makeup eyelash line. I did have an eyelash line. But I'm getting back into it. But I just wanted to showcase my lashes today. Yes, ma'am. These are the iSlay Makeup lashes. So now what I'm getting ready to do is do a lip combo with you guys. Now I did the Maybelline Fit Me lipsticks the other time. And then off camera I added punch on top of that lipstick. So I'm going to do my combos, and I'm using 4 lip combos. This is the glosses and these are the lipsticks. So we're going to start with the lipsticks first. And the first shade I'm starting off with is Espresso. And this is by Maybelline. And this is a lipstick. I'm different, so I will use lipsticks as my lip liner. Okay. Now I did have the e.l.f. one, but some kind of way a sister can't find it. It's probably in my other makeup bag, and I'm not gonna look for it. But when the time comes, I'll look for it. But we're gonna use this here brown lipstick as our lip liner, and this is in the shade Espresso. So all of the makeup products that I use for this video are affordable products. I use the e.l.f. I use the Milani for my blush. Black Radiance contour stick to contour. And I use the Black Radiance powder to set. I use my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder and loose powder to set my face as well. And now I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me lipsticks. So now I'm using the nude shade for the top. And that is so pretty, y'all. But y'all know I gotta add some gloss to just, honey, yes, why not? So I'm gonna add my punch in the middle. Look at that, honey. So I did my Maybelline Fit Me lipsticks, and then I use my vinyl lip gloss for the middle. So I didn't even use a darker one. I just used 3 shades today to do my lip combo, and those are from Maybelline Fit Me. Maybelline got some good products. Y'all need to stop sleeping on them. And e.l.f. But I don't use the e.l.f. Lipsticks. I like Maybelline. So now I'm getting ready to use my Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And they say this is the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. And I use this to just let my powders melt. And I do have this now. I like, at first I didn't like the Kiss, the Ruby Kisses matte setting spray. So now I'm going to use this to lock in my foundation, my makeup, everything. Now I got to use my sponge for this. And we got some commercials. I'm so sorry. At the end of the video, I get commercials. But that's alright, y'all. So, I'm just using this to lock in my makeup. So it won't leave that white cast. I just use my beauty blender to kind of blend everything out. And guys, look at this makeup look. So pretty, y'all. So I use these two setting sprays. I use these two setting sprays. I use the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I use the Ruby Kisses matte setting spray to lock in my foundation. So this makeup look came out really pretty. It's still soft glam, and I added some white between the eyes. So honey, I just slay. It's just beautiful. Get into it, y'all. Continue to follow me for more makeup tips, okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. Smooches, and like and subscribe to my channel.